Don't ask me. This is what the camera does. Well, we're just going to make it happen. Oh, how's it going? So, Bradley Bacon, site operations. I'm one of the three-headed beasts with Brett, Buddha, and Bacon. And site operations, what we try to do is make it happen for everybody that's making it happen. There's a lot of cogs in this machine, and we try to be the grease. So we try to keep teams supported resource-wise, and we do a lot of delegation. And I assume that you are here because you want to replace me. So let's get into it. One of the first things you're going to do is come up here a lot and work on stuff, find things, inventory them, realize that this door needs to be painted, this carpet should be replaced. So you go get your measuring tape, you find out what kind of carpet needs to be got, and sometimes you go get it. And you get people to come in here and maybe move the piano with you and do some stuff like that. But in general, try and keep it together so that we're creating a really great environment for harvest, a safe one for everybody. If you're hammerhead, stay home. It's not for you. If you're not interested in a workshop, then you're really missing out. Like the music, the food, the artists, the vendors are artists, the market, the bus, the burgers, the recycle store, the mercantile. There's so many assets to this place, and it's meant a lot to me. It's a place that gives back to me, and I only feel it's appropriate to respond in a way that creates this environment for other people. And maybe it's not for you, and that's fine. Just don't be a hammerhead. But if you're coming into site ops, you're going to make a lot of lists, and it's going to be things that people need. I just did a walk around with Chelsea Coy, who's doing the Market Village, and she told me a lot of things that needed to change on these maps. There's going to be some maps with a lot of stuff going on, and we just want to showcase it and also tell you where things are where you shouldn't go, like the junkyard mainly. And we're going to find a better name for that. We'll call it Bob's Magical Playground. But there's a lot of metal there, sharp metal, and we don't want anyone walking through it. I remember one early harvest, this is probably a liability, so we can probably bleep some of this out. But I was driving by in my golf cart, we're checking on things, and I hear help. I stopped the cart. It's like, no, my buddy Mike stopped the cart for me. I'm in full gear, just like getting ready to try and solve the next problem. Help! Mike says, I heard it again, stop. And we both listen, and then I hear it. And when we go find this woman, and we get her out of the junkyard, she had lost her way in there, a little hemorrhage going on, and we get her out, we get her to safety. And safety is a big key about this event, this gathering. This is a place, I treat this a lot like my New Year's, so that by the time I get to New Year's, I can think about what I was reflecting on this weekend, harvest weekend, and see how far I've gotten and how much further I need to go. Now, usually it's like, I want to write that zombie book, and it never happens, and it just circles around, and then my birthday hits around in June, and then I really feel depressed. But, this is a place to really fire up and charge your gears. Make sure you hit a workshop. If you're not hitting a workshop, you're missing the biggest piece here. The biggest piece is to level up, sometimes twice, I mean, I'm getting older, so it's like the levels are like coming a little bit slower, but I will level up easily after harvest weekend. You know why? Because I'm actively going to go to a workshop. I know I talk a big game. Hey, go see a workshop. It's the best. I've never been to one. I'm usually zipping around doing side ops. And if you want to be part of side ops, that'd be fantastic. Bacon, side ops, equipment management, you know, we make it happen for people who are making it happen. Our job is kind of boring. Hey, this person needs an extension cord. Oh, well, you know, I don't know why you came here without an extension cord when you knew you needed one, but we will help facilitate that. Hey, I need some 3-inch screws. Well, it's Saturday, like that kind of stuff should be done, but if you need some, here's a drill, here's some bits, here's some screws, and I'll go bring those screws back and the drill back when you're done. I need a shovel. Okay, we do it. That's a lot of what we do. Keep radios charged, keep track of golf carts, make sure things are safe. There is one area that's going to be a crosswalk, and everybody just needs to be hyper aware of that situation. It is the open sore of harvest if there ever was one. So when you walk through there, carry a smile. Bring some sunshine when you come through that crosswalk. We've had no injuries, no casualties as of yet, and we'd love to keep it that way. But yeah, if you're in site ops, you're working on this map, you're coming in here a few times before the event happens, and you walk through like I did with Chelsea over at Market Stage, and she talks about her vision. You write it all down, and you do that for yourself, you do it for her, you do it for the farm. You know, we need to build a sound box to keep the generator noise down a little bit because we're still running on gas in the Market Stage. It's the newest, latest part of it, and there's a lot of magic going on there, and if you're into that, that's where I would head. And it's a bit of an ecosystem to kind of demonstrate how we can step away from this capitalist system and still be functional. There's a lot of blue light stations out, and if you are in crisis, head to a blue light station. They'll be on the map. All the maps will be on the website. The maps will be on the brochure, and there'll be one up in Market Stage. There'll be one on Hill Stage, which is where we are at right now, and there will be one downtown over by the Little House that doesn't face Cedar, but Cedar's over there and Barnes over there, and you'll get it. It's a bit of a trifecta. But yeah, that's a lot of what we do at Site Ops. Just try and keep it going for people that are keeping it going. There are a lot of, man, you know, when it's dormant, there, I would say, and I'm usually wrong, that there's 12 to 20 cogs that keep this gathering going through the winter, into the spring, on the mind. What can we do better? And as it gets closer to time, it accelerates and the machine expands, and now we're up to 20 cogs. And then when it's ripping, when it's time, and we're all trying to level up together, well, that's when it's like a full-blown machine, and it's just, there could be 100 cogs in there. I mean, how many volunteers do we have? Because each one of you is an important part of making it happen on this working farm, to make it safe and, you know, create this ambassadorship for each of us to go around. And I'm bleeding the point out, but it's just like, keep it safe. And by safe, I kind of mean keep it clean in a lot of ways. But that's what we do at Site Ops. And come volunteer, come take my job. I'm happy to hand it off. I will set you up with some maps and some clipboards and a lot of spreadsheets, and it's not a cry for help. It's we're always looking for people are the best asset, and we're always looking for people to hand responsibility to, check on them, and just watch this beautiful thing thrive. I can't express it enough how much I've received from this farm, and it only lends to me wanting to give back.